Being the victim in a hit-and-run accident can be extremely unsettling and potentially very expensive. And there are some things that are important to know should you find yourself in such a predicament. Here to tell us more about that is Anthony B. Golden from Anthem Injury Lawyers, the sponsor of this segment. Anthony, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Ken.
We were just talking about how unsettling it can be because someone you hope would do the right thing, stick around and work things out, exchange information, but often, in some cases, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, very often, in fact. I mean, I meet with clients, probably 2-3 clients every week that were involved in a hit and run. It happens so frequently here in our town, unfortunately. But there are things you can do to protect yourself if that does happen to you.
Yeah, because normally you would exchange information. You don't get that opportunity, some panic might start to set in.
Right. So, you know, you want to try to remain calm.
Yeah.
The best thing you can do is try to gather as much evidence of the scene as possible, talk to any witnesses, get information from any witnesses, and try to really get information that will help us find that driver.
Yeah, what rights does one have in that situation?
So if you're involved in a hit and run, the best protection you can have for yourself is to have what's called underinsured or uninsured motorist coverage on your policy. And in Nevada, that happens automatically unless you specifically say you want to waive it and you sign a waiver.
Yeah.
So my recommendation is never to do
Don't
that.
sign
to
that waiver,
always
yeah.
have that on your policy, because that way, if you are involved in a hit and run and we can't find that other car, at least you have some coverage for yourself.
And you bring up a good point talking about insurance. When do you bring them into play as opposed to bring in someone like yourself into play, an attorney?
Yeah, so I mean, you know, we recommend you get an attorney involved right away, because that way we can help you negotiate with your insurance company and open the claim and talk to them, and also help you deal with your property damage as
Because
well.
in some cases, and I don't mean to paint with such a broad brush, the insurance company will perhaps hasten you to sign something that could limit your compensation.
That happens all the time,
Yeah.
and even if it's your own insurance company
Yeah.
on your own underinsured motorist policy, you know, their goal is to pay out as little as possible.
Right.
And so that's why we're here to help protect, you know, the individual and make sure your rights are protected.
Does Nevada, is it ranking near the top, unfortunately, when it comes to these kind of accidents, hit and run accidents?
It is definitely near the top. I mean, like I said, we see it all the time. I see multiple ones per week when I talk to clients, unfortunately, but I think the more that you do to protect yourself, the better. And I know that the police departments around town are all trying to do more and more things to prevent that from happening.
Yeah, what about those onboard cameras? That's a good thing to have too,
Yeah,
right?
so if you have a dash cam, that can be incredibly helpful. You want to make sure you know how to use it, that it's recording, and that you preserve that video.
Can make a big
because
difference.
A lot of times we see that the video gets, you know, destroyed or it didn't save or something like that.
Yeah, Anthony B. Golden, always good to see you. Appreciate you being here today, and our thanks to Anthem Injury Lawyers for sponsoring this segment. You can give them a call at that phone number, 702-987-0202, or visit their website at antheminjurylaw.com. We'll be right back.